This is too hard.
I know, my calculator won't do this.
We should activate the EMH. The what? Computer, activate the EMH.
Please state the nature of mathematical emergency.
Who are you?
I am the EMH, the Emergency Mathematical Hologram. I am programmed with over 5,000 mathematical scenarios. And I am here to talk to you about, and you called me up for a reason, you are going over absolute value function graphing.
Yeah, we need some help with this.
I'll show you how to do it. Now, to start with, when you do absolute value function graphing, what you need to do is to first write the problem down and then make a t-chart, like so. And here, our problem is y equals the absolute value of x plus 2. Now when doing these t-charts, the x value always goes on the left, the equation always goes in the middle, and the y values go on the right, as seen in my little example here. Now we plug in the x values. Remember to make sure to include negative values as well. In my example, we have in our x values 0, 1, 2, -1, and -2. Now, we are going to learn how to use the x values in the given equation to find the y values. What we do is that we plug the x value into where the x is marked. Right here I have 0 for the x value. And we put 0 in the absolute values place, and we replace x with it. And then what we do is that we have y, we write it down in the middle blank space, which is y equals the absolute value of 0 plus 2, which basically is positive and negative 0, which doesn't exist, plus 2, which equals 2 for the y value. In here, I have the rest of the equation worked out. As you can see in here, what we do is that we have for the y values 2, 3, 4, 3, and 4, all positive. Now what you do is that you write them from left to right with the x and the y values in parentheses as if we were writing them in points. We would have 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, and -1, 3, and -2, positive 4. Here comes the fun part. We're going to learn how to graph these points onto a graph. Here, as I have already done for you, is the graph of the information in which I have just showed you. This is what the graph looks like. When you graph the x and the y values onto a coordinate plane, the finished graph should look like a V. If it does not, you did not do the graph correctly. Let's try this again, shall we? Here, we've made our t-chart with the x on the left, the given equation in the middle, which is y is equal to the negative absolute value of x plus 2. Plug in your x values just like we did before and using the same numbers. And trust me, even though we do have the same numbers, we will come up with different results. Here we have redone the entire scenario, only this time the points are different. we have 0, -2, 1, -3, 2, -4, -1, -1, -2, 0. 0 is obviously does not have a negative sign by it because there is no such thing as -0. Yes, I was also programmed with a sense of humor. Now you see what this example looks like when it's graphed. You'll notice that the vertex is pointing upwards, meaning that the entire graph, the entire image is pointing downwards, because all of our numbers were negatives. Let's go over this once again, and once more. This is the final time, and our final example. Remember to create a t-chart. Remember where to put the values and the equation, which in this one is y equals the negative absolute value of x plus 2. You will note that we will still be using the exact same x values. However, as I said before, the y values will turn up to be different. And this is what we have done for you. We finished up the entire equation, and all of the points will be as follows: 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, -1, +1, -2, and 0. This is what your plotted graph should look like. Now, as you can see, the entire body is opening downward because, first of all, the absolute value was negative, which leaves the reason that the body opens downward. Even though that all the points were positive in our results, if we had gone any further, the results would have become negative, as you see on our coordinate plane. Keeping in mind that our first result was positive, meaning that the positive area would be where the exact same value above the origin. And there you have it. Graphing absolute value at its finest. And next time, don't consult a calculator. Next time, just talk to me.
But you are a calculator.
With 2 legs and a splendid bedside manner, computers deactivate EMH.